And new video shows a man killed in the street. CBS 2's Corey James reports.
In a matter of seconds, life changed for the man in this video as 29-year-old.
What's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, man. So this is a crazy story coming out of Newark, New Jersey. Now, there's a rapper who's closely affiliated with Fetty Wap, and his name is Tripple Beanz. Now, Tripple Beanz was in the early stages of his career. He was just dropping a couple of videos with a couple of thousand views, getting established in the rap game, and then tragedy struck where he met his untimely demise this weekend. Now, this is a crazy, crazy story, but man, there's a lot to be questioned here, man. Like, I mean, it's such a brazen you just have to question what in the world led up to all this. Now, before we get into all the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out the way, now Tripple Beanz, man. Tripple Beanz seemed like he was, at that lower show level, man, trying to get his grind, but he had a nice plug into the rap game. He had a very, very close affiliation with none other than Fetty Wap. Now, I know a lot of people might be saying, Fetty Wap ain't what he used to be, man. Fetty Wap used to be super duper hot, but he kind of fell off somewhat, man. But dude, Fetty Wap still streams and sells like you wouldn't believe. Like his whole back catalog. Trap Queen just went diamond. Yes, you heard me right, diamond. So Fetty Wap might not be as hot as he used to be, but at least his back catalog is doing what it's supposed to. And he's got an entryway into the rap game. So a lot of the cats out there in Newark, New Jersey, northern New Jersey, man, they look up to Fetty Wap still. One of those people being Tripple Beanz. Now, Tripple Beanz was in a situation where he was in a shooting, man, and sad enough, man, dude lost his life, man. I'm trying to tread lightly and, be as polite as possible because someone did lose his life, and, rest in peace to Tripple Beanz. But dude seemed like he was really, really on his grind on the music end. Now, if you look at his profile and a lot of his music videos, funny enough, they got a music video together, him and Fetty Wap, and the song is called Let's Get It. I think that's funny because it's like one of my catchphrases that I use all the time. But man, that's probably his most popular song recently. And dude, man, seemed like he was on a steady grind, man. It takes a little while when you're starting at that underground, even if you have a plug into the rap game. But man, this attack and, him, losing his life is a sad situation, I'm sure, for him and his family. But it's so brazen that you got to ask yourself, you got to be like, man, what in the world? Because he was actually shot in broad daylight, man. Now, I can't articulate this as well as the news can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this news clip from the news out there. I think it's CBS out there in Newark. And they're going to tell you the whole story for what we know so far.
Video shows a man killed in the street. CBS 2's Corey James reports.
In a matter of seconds, life changed for the man in this video. As 29-year-old Corey Thompson turns his back to get into his black Range Rover, tragedy happens. We're freezing that graphic moment showing two men firing multiple rounds, killing the local rap artist. But here you see the suspects taking off and hopping into their getaway SUV, leaving the scene along Avon Avenue in Newark. That shooting happened Friday afternoon, and by Sunday evening, a candlelight memorial sat under a sign where people honored Thompson. It's a sight all too familiar for Joseph Miller. He has lived here for nearly 40 years and hates seeing the rise in crime.
It was just Thanksgiving, 2 days ago? And it's like, y'all just forgot. We giving thanks and then this happened, you know what I mean? I don't understand.
Since Thompson was gunned down, there have been several shootings in Newark. Friday night, police say a 12-year-old boy was hit by a bullet while inside his own apartment on 17th Avenue. Then Saturday night, investigators tell us a 14-year-old girl was shot on 15th Street.
It's extremely alarming.
Sharif Amenhotep is with Newark Anti-Violence Coalition. His organization has spent years in countless neighborhoods working to combat gun crime. Now he is calling on more leaders and community members to step up and help.
We can't say Black Lives Matter when the police kill us and be silent and quiet when we're killing one another. So Black lives has to matter to us here in Newark, New Jersey.
Public Safety Director Anthony Ambrose and Mayor Ross Baraka were both unavailable to answer questions about a city not only plagued by coronavirus, but also crime. And Newark police are actively following leads on all cases. However, at this time, specific details on suspects involved are not being released.
Right, so you heard from that report that Tripple Beanz' real name was Corey Thompson, and he was 29 years old, man. And sad enough, man, 2 armed gunmen in the middle of daylight ran up on him while he was grabbing some food and, man, shot him. This is crazy, man, and he lost his life from his gun wounds. Now, this is wild, man, to think that somebody would, do these things in broad daylight. I mean, just like the Mo 3 situation, man. I mean, what is going on here with rappers? I gotta say it, man. I hate to make it a rap thing, but I know it's a society thing right now. I know crime is up everywhere right now. I know that, violent crime is up as well. But, man, what in the world is going on in the hip-hop community, man? Where it seems like, man, if you're a rapper, you really, really got to tread lightly and, man, cover your steps and see what you're doing, man, out here, man, as far as moving around. Now, this could happen to anybody, which is sad enough, man. Dude was just, if you look in the video, he was just walking from the car and he was just, minding his business when them dudes just pulled up quick and just jumped out, just to show you how quick these things can happen, man. Like, I know everybody in your head, you always think that, yo, man, well, I do this. I always get those comments in the comment section. Well, I do, I would roll over and do this. Or, man, that's easier said than done, man. And we don't know what led up to this. There's obviously something going on streetwise that I'm not privy to and nobody knows, because they followed that up in the news report by saying that after his shooting led to a whole bunch of other shootings. I'm talking about like crazy wise, where they were, shooting up blocks and stuff like that. This is getting to the point where rappers, man, I don't know what to say, man. I don't have any advice because I've never, ever seen a year in hip hop like 2020. This is just one of the most crazy years I've ever seen. Even the year where XXXTentacion passed away, and what's my man out there in Pittsburgh, he passed away as well at the same time, man. And it was just, that was shocking. It was like, man, it was like days apart or maybe even the same day or something like that. This is like every week, man. This is, every week since, man, like March or whatever. It has been crazy, man. This has been crazy, man. 2020 has been a heck of a year on the hip hop community. Now, shouts out to, blessings to his family, man, and to Fetty Wap and their team, man. I know, man, when you got ties like that and you're working with each other and you're on the grind coming up, it seems like a brothership, man. Everybody seems like they're in a community together to make sure that you meet the end goal, which is everybody being successful in the rap game and everybody making it in this hip hop game and eventually making it to some form of wealth and success. Nobody plans on occurrences like this, and nobody wants to see anything like this happen to their team. But just like with the Mo 3 situation, man, there's obviously some things going on there that we just don't know and are not privy to. And it's crazy to see it being played out in real life. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Oh, yeah. And one last thing, man. Rest in peace to Tripple Beanz, man. Horrible situation. All right. Peace.